afternoon, and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We're happy to have you with us today. Get ready for an awesome show. So, hear the inspiration behind a local author's book about how hard times can create a better person. We'll also be meeting an adorable animal at a local animal shelter in need of a forever home. Plus, you'll find out how to get a great deal when you dine at this amazing ENC restaurant. That's all on the way shortly, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
Yeah, so today is Reward Yourself Day.
That's a great day.
It's a great day.
That's a great day.
So it's a pretty simple day. It's a day, it's right in the name, it's a day to reward yourself.
Right.
And to prioritize self-care and recognize your wins. So it also promotes going, not having to do some big task to feel like you need a reward.
Yeah.
Like, I made it through a hard week. I'm going to reward myself. Or looking back and being like, I've done a lot this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reward myself. So it's about taking a second to do some self-care and recognize what you've done well in the last day, week, month, year.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's always important.
So what is your favorite sweet treat to reward yourself with?
Ooh, favorite sweet treat. Ooh, cheesecake.
Okay.
I'm a huge cheesecake
That's
fan.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. How about you?
See, my favorite is edible cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
I love edible cookie dough. If I make it through a rough week or I do really well on something, I go and pick up edible cookie dough from the store, and then I just snack on it.
Yeah. Definitely cheesecake for me, and if it's not my first, then ice cream too.
Yes.
Either ice cream or cheesecake.
Ice cream is a close second. I have to be in a mood.
Yeah.
But if it's hot and I go on a really hard run, I'm we're stopping at DQ on the way home.
Absolutely. So reward yourself today.
Get a little sweet treat.
Yeah.
Do something fun.
Yeah, I love that.
So what else is today?
Today is World Donkey Day.
So you could also go visit a donkey if you like donkeys.
Exactly. That's how you can reward yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a zoo.
Exactly.
A trip to the zoo.
A trip to the zoo to see a donkey.
There you go.
Right? So this recognizes the donkeys, and it just brings attention to their many amazing characteristics. So donkeys are known for their endurance and their persistence. And in 2018, World Donkey Day was officially set up by Ark Razik, a scientist whose focus is on desert animals. And its purpose is to spread information about donkeys and how they impact human lives. So, in the past, donkeys had a really, huge impact on how humans did day-to-day things.
They were transport.
Yeah.
They did farm labor.
Yeah.
They were how you got from city to city.
Exactly, and that's just to name a few.
And they had really good endurance, and they could
They're strong.
carry really big loads
Yes.
comparatively to their size.
Loads of goods, and these animals are amazing.
Yeah, and there are farms that still use them.
Right, exactly. They're still in use right now, and I really want to go to the zoo and see some donkeys.
I know.
And some animals for some reason.
Because they're also so cute.
They're so cute.
Donkeys have those really big ears.
They do. They do. They're really cute.
They're precious.
Yeah.
I've always liked horses.
Yeah.
And
I love horses.
Donkeys are closely related to horses. And oh my gosh, when I ran cross country in high school, there was one course that was right near a farm that had donkeys.
Really?
So you'd be running and you would just hear just a donkey do like their little hee-haw.
Yeah.
And it was so funny.
Oh, yeah, they make funny sounds too. They're so cute. So go see a donkey today, or and reward yourself.
Yeah.
So let's get to our ENC event. The Mid-Atlantic Reptile Expo returns to Greenville this Saturday from 10 to 5 p.m. at the Greenville Convention Center.
Oh my gosh.
I know. You can explore 120 tables featuring reptiles, amphibians, arachnids, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, and more. This family-friendly event offers a hands-on experience with exotic creatures and expert advice. Admission is $10 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. For more info, visit the Mid-Atlantic Reptile Expo website.
Arachnids is correct.
Arachnids, I said it right.
That's the spider family.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I'm good.
And that's why fear of spiders is arachnophobia.
Yeah.
And that is what you have.
I don't need to see that at all.
Now,
but you guys have fun.
If there's amphibians, I will be there for frogs.
Oh, frogs are cute.
I love frogs.
Coming up, hear about a local author's book that dives into her journey of beating cancer and provides advice on how to overcome challenging times in life. Make sure to stay with us. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and joining us today is author Dr. Barbara W. Lee to tell us about her inspiring book, My Seasons of Maturation, which focuses on how life's toughest moments can help us grow stronger. Barbara, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It is indeed an honor to be here, and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to talk about this amazing book. So before we dive into that, can you just tell us a little about yourself?
I am the mother of 3. I've been married for 41 years this year. Wow. And I'm an educator from Jones County Public Schools, where I'm the director of career and technical education. And I've been a minister for 27 years also. Oh, please don't let me leave out my grandchildren. I have 5 grandchildren with 1 on the way.
Oh, exciting,
yes,
exciting.
Very exciting.
Wow, okay. So tell us about this book, My Seasons of Maturation. I know it's all about your cancer journey as well as strategies to overcome hard times.
When I was diagnosed with cancer, March the 11th, 2024, I began to journal. And that's just one of the things I do. I guess it's just a form of therapy for me. And so I began to journal what I was going through, what I felt, and what this was all about. And so one morning I woke up around 2 in the morning, and I was journaling, and I'm like, you know, what is this all about? What do I really need to be journaling about? And then I just hear the Lord speak to me. Yeah. And he spoke to me, my season of maturation. Barbara, this is gonna be your season of growth. This is gonna be your season of advancement. And I was like, well, okay. And so it was like, my mind began to wander back to all the tough things I've ever gone through in life and how I overcame. And it was the scriptures that I read daily that caused me to overcome. And so I just began to just write in my journal, and then after that, I felt the need to transpose that over into my laptop. And I just began to daily journal all times of the day and night. I would get up and I would journal. And that's what helped me to overcome, just reading those scriptures and knowing that better days would be ahead, and that this was not a permanent situation that I was going to be in. The driving force behind the book for me was knowing that it was a tough season. And you know, we all go through tough seasons in our lives.
It's part of life.
It's part of life, and what I needed some reassurance that everything was going to be okay. And so for the viewers who may be thinking, well, should I purchase this book or not? Yes, if you're going through a hard season, or even if you're not, it will encourage you at every level, because I talk about things from my childhood. I talk about things as an adult that I had to overcome. And so if you're in a season where you feel like this test, this hardship, this trial is too much for me, pick up the book, because it will definitely encourage you and let you know that you can make it.
So now, where can people go if they want to purchase your book or just learn more about you?
Okay, all right, well, one thing, I do have a website, www.barbarawlee.com. You can visit that website, and if someone would like for me to come and speak, be a motivational speaker or whatever at their church or at a community event, they can go there and leave a message, and it will come directly to me. Just visit that site. They'll be able to find all the information that they need to know about me. Even my biography is there also.
Awesome, great. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing and talking about your journey. It's really inspirational.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. What an inspiring message and book. Be sure to check out Dr. Lee's book and stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle. It's time for Style in a Snap, and today's snap is about upgrading an outfit that you feel is leaning towards, basic. So if you want to upgrade it in seconds, just swap your plain tote or your neutral crossbody bag for a pop of color bag. Whether it's red, pink, blue, or even metallic, this one change takes your look from safe to a standout.
Oh,
yeah.
And then how easy is it to kind of if you want to go back to a more basic kind of thing, just put the bag down.
Put the bag down.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about bags, like in accessories.
Yes.
It's just like a 1-2 boom. You don't have to like change your clothes, but it changes your whole look.
Yes.
It makes a huge difference.
Exactly. Like it's not having to wear something differently or wear this instead of this. You can be in a comfortable outfit that makes a statement.
And then you just grab a hot pink bag and like it changes a whole, like say you're wearing a black outfit.
Yeah.
And then you have like a beige bag with you. Okay, but you're not feeling it. You're like, I want something popping.
But then imagine a lipstick red bag with that black outfit.
Boom. You're popping.
Exactly.
So there you go. Try it out.
The following segment is sponsored by the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina. Welcome back to Eastern Lifestyle. I am here with Morgan May at the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina, and we've got a little buddy right here. Morgan, who's this?
This wiggly guy is Hopper. He is an absolute sweetheart. He still has a lot of puppy about him, and his name does fit his personality. He can be quite the Hopper. He's such a goofball. He loves everybody he meets. He's very social. He does well with other dogs, and he appears to do well with cats. But he can be a little bit crazy at times. He's a very curious guy, and he's actually, in my opinion, has some very pretty eyes. They're like a greenish brown, and it's super gorgeous.
He does have pretty eyes. I noticed that when he came out, his eyes almost match his coat.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
He sees his friend going on a walk. Actually, his best friend just walked past, so he is very intrigued.
He has a best friend.
He does. His best friend is Nathan, who is a part of our Bee Park litter, and they pretty much, when we give them the chance, just lay on the ground and roll around and give each other kisses and chew on each other and just are absolutely playful puppies, and it's the cutest thing ever.
So he gets along well with other dogs.
Yes, he definitely does. He's super playful and floppy. He can be submissive as well, so he would do well with most dogs as long as they can tolerate a playful puppy.
Oh, so how old is he?
He's about 7 months old, so he is a little bit older than a baby puppy, so he's closer to a year, so that can be super helpful with things like house training and the fact that he may calm down a little bit sooner than a younger puppy.
But he's definitely still got some of that energy.
Oh yeah, he's got that hoppiness about him. He does well on a leash as for pulling, but he does get a bit jumpy at times. We don't think that he'll get too big as he is 7 months old and this size, but you never know, he could get tall and lanky or stay this size and thicken up.
Aww. And so, like, with his size and kind of his look, do you know maybe what he might be?
It's pretty much like with every dog. It's a good guess. Like I say, pit, hound, lab, but we do think that he's definitely got some pit in him, and most likely some hound as well.
I was gonna say, he looks very houndish.
And he can have a bit of a hound bark sometimes when he gets playing.
Oh goodness. So be prepared for some loud barks.
Oh yeah.
So where is he at with vetting, like vaccines, being neutered and all that?
Yeah, Hopper is neutered, up to date on vaccines, microchipped, and he is ready to go to his forever home. He actually went to an event and he's met children, adults of all ages, people of all kinds, and he's done amazing.
He makes very fast friends,
yes,
right?
He does.
Yes. And so, I mean, we've gone over dogs, people. Has he been around cats yet?
Yeah, so he's been around cats just a little bit. As we've cat tested him, he seems to do well. He gets a little bit nervous, but definitely wants to play with them. So with a dog-savvy cat, I think that he would do absolutely fine.
So he's just willing to meet anyone.
Yes,
oh,
he just wants a friend.
He loves kisses too,
yes, he
apparently.
does.
Look at
Quite
that.
the lover he is.
Hi.
Are you ready for a puppy
Hello.
nap?
So we talked about his personality a little bit, but what kind of home do you think he would fit best in?
I think that Hopper would do great in a home that's more active, maybe goes on adventures, someone that could work on that little bit of energy and puppy behavior that he still has. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Hi. Hi. And like we kind of say, puppies are very much like adopting a child.
Yeah, very much so. You never know fully what you're gonna get, so you just have to be prepared and know that it's all gonna work out and that love is worth it.
Thank you, Morgan, for introducing us to Hopper today. And be sure to stay tuned on Eastern Lifestyle to meet more adoptable animals right here in Greenville. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that parchment paper can help keep your cheese fresh longer? So instead of wrapping it in plastic wrap, just wrap it in parchment paper. This is supposed to let the cheese breathe, prevent mold, and it'll keep the flavor. And then you just store it in a loosely sealed container for the best results.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I've discovered recently there's a lot of foods that need to breathe.
They need air.
When you store them.
Yeah.
Like,
almost like humans.
Yeah.
It's like they need space to breathe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
and because like cheese and everything always comes in plastic packaging.
Yeah.
So you think, I need to seal it.
that's what you think. Yeah. But I guess just in a fridge atmosphere, it's different.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Try it out, y'all.
I know.
So now it's time for us to get into trivia. So former President Harry S. Truman was born on May 8th, 1884. What is the S in his name an abbreviation for? Is it A, Ship, B, Simpson, C, Solomon, or D, nothing? We'll have the answer right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. If you guessed D, nothing, you're correct. The S in Harry S. Truman's name stands alone as a letter. It is meant to honor his grandfathers Anderson Ship Truman and Solomon Young. Rather than choosing just one of those names, his middle name is simply the letter S.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today, we are at Main and Mill, Oyster Bar and Tavern in Winterville. Make sure to go to WNCT.com and get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast. We are here with Maria Munoz, the manager and bartender here at Main and Mill, Oyster Bar and Tavern. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to welcome you guys in and show you all the great stuff that we have. With the oysters come our homemade cocktail sauce that Alex, our oyster shucker, makes. Homemade vignettes, like a vinegar-based, cucumbers, onions, and cream horseradish.
Now tell us about these tacos. Oh my God.
So these are actually one of my absolute favorite dishes that we have on the menu. It took me a long time to try because I was a little weary about like tuna and tacos in general. I don't know, but they're fantastic. They're lightly seared. That tuna melts in your mouth, and you get a lot. Like they're huge portion. They will absolutely fill you up. So this is our cranberry and pecan salad. It's got blackened chicken on it. It doesn't come with it, but you can add any protein you want: salmon, shrimp, crab cake, whatever. It has fresh blackberries, a delicious homemade blackberry vinaigrette, candied pecans, goat cheese, onions. It's really, really good. And it's all over with spinach.
Love that.
Super healthy, a great option.
Yeah. And another great size as well.
Yeah,
Great portion.
that's something here, like you are gonna be full.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Now let's move into this salmon dish.
Yeah, so moving more into our entree choices, this is our honey buttered salmon. Homemade honey butter with a little bit of a lime into it. It's over white rice and panko parmesan crusted asparagus. It's another fantastic choice.
Now moving on to this pasta dish. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so like I was saying, more of a richer option, a little bit heavier, but it gives you that like southern hug. It's so good. It's got a little bit of a kick to it.
Okay.
Covered with 4 juicy scallops.
Now we move into dessert. Tell us what we have.
So this is one of our very, very new desserts that we recently just added like this last week to the menu. It is a banana pudding and cookie pie. So it has this delicious cookie crust, banana pudding cheesecake, cookie mousse, and you see it's topped with all those delicious cookie pieces. So this is one of our new ones. We're gonna be releasing a fall cocktail menu up in the coming weeks. It's a pumpkin spice latte inspired cocktail. Yeah, so we'll call it PSL for short. It's got homemade pumpkin spice syrup mixed with cold brew concentrate, rum chata, and of course vanilla liquor, or vanilla vodka, sorry.
Okay, great. That looks delicious. Now tell us about this one
So
here.
this one is the Channel Orange. So this has mezcal, Aperol, gin, pineapple, demi, syrup, and orange.
And so Main and Mill is also family owned and operated?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So David Munoz, my brother, is the owner here. He's here a lot, always working. You'll see me a lot here. My sister works in the back, and his son always works in the back. So everywhere you are, there's a little bit of Munoz touch. Our hands are involved. We are here.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for allowing us to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I'm really, really excited for everyone to be able to come and enjoy.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig in.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. These are just some of the delicious menu items that Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern have. Make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab, and get your $50 gift certificate for only $25 before they sell out.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
It's time for This or That, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer pie or cake?
I think cake.
I agree with you.
I have like a major sweet tooth. I'm always in the mood for cake. I'll eat pie if it's there,
Okay.
but I always want cake.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah, I don't have a major sweet tooth, but if I had to choose, cake is more appealing to me
Yeah.
throughout the year.
Now pecan pie, I will always pick pecan pie.
Oh. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we will see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by the Humane Society of Eastern Carolina and Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern.